How did you hear about Best Life Group?
So right around the beginning of the pandemic, one of my goals was actually to search out a mentor. And so I reached out to the folks at ERS and through kind of a various ways of networking, I was introduced to the folks at Jumptastic. And through the past year and a half or so, they've been working on this program called Best Life. And it's just been really great just to kind of fundamentally get back to the digital aspects of how we can market our business.
What about our team? So when you were learning more about us, the team at Jumptastic and then Best Life, what about that interaction made you want to proceed with hiring us?
Just the genuineness of people. You can just tell by a preliminary conversation of 20 minutes that people care. They are in your corner. They want you to succeed, and they have all the tools and resources and knowledge to make that happen.
What about our services gave you the confidence to work with us, to give us that trust?
Track record. If you can do it yourself, why can't you do that with other folks? I mean, I'm a true believer that it doesn't really matter where you are in the United States. If you want to own and operate a party rental business, you can do it anywhere. It's just going to look a little bit different. And I just had full confidence with the folks on the team that have already done it for years and been very successful at it. So,
what made you the happiest about working with our company? So in the last couple of months that we've been working with you, what impressed you or brought you unexpected joy?
Honestly, I think what it was the fact that I could see the future coming quickly down the road. And it was just a really good sense of comfort there that I was in the right hands and we were going to be able to hit all of our goals that we were looking for. So that made me very, very happy.
What have you been able to achieve since working with us?
Lack of confetti. So, no. No, all right. What have I been able to achieve?
What have you been able to so far?
What have I been able to achieve? Mm-hmm. I mean, personally and also professionally has been of various different things. One have been, I think I went up 70 points in my credit score. It's huge. Have a good sense of kind of finances as well as also future planning for a variety of different things. I recently got engaged, so I got to obviously take into consideration now another person into everything that I do in life. It's just been a really nice sense of security with everything that we're working on is translating to other areas of my life. So,
what has exceeded your expectations?
I think honestly the speed of things. I was pretty impressed by that. I mean, I've heard a lot about in the industry about what these types of businesses can do for folks and what they can't do. And I think ultimately what happens is, it's something that we don't kind of learn a lot about as owner operators, but the process was really fast. It was really simple, and you guys made me super comfortable with going through the whole process. So it was kind of a no-brainer.
If there's one word you could use to describe your experience with us, what would it be and why?
One word to describe your experience. I guess like in line. Like we're in line. Like you guys have your set of goals, we have our set of goals, and they're just going in the right direction. That's pretty straightforward. So.
How has your business been impacted since working with us?
It's a variety of levels as far as how our business got impacted. Both organizationally, financially, understanding like a further knowledge base about what we can do to make things more efficient. I think it's on every level.
What about your monthly power hour coaching calls?
Monthly power hour with Big D. It's a good time. I mean, we talk about a lot of kind of nuts and bolts, but we also talk about some high level stuff. I think it's really great to just kind of after a month is completed, or even in the beginning, being able to set goals, how things went, and then just understanding what else we can do moving forward. So that's really helpful. It's one of the things I look forward to every month. So,
do you feel that those power hour coaching calls have improved your experience or the relationship with us, making sure that you attain your goals?
Yep, 100%. Yep, absolutely. I mean, I think there's obviously the feedback that we receive on a weekly basis through our website or ERS or kind of just our feedback loop with the scorecards. but also just a simple fact of like, just checking in with somebody, like a person, is really, really helpful. So that's great.
What is the main reason you would recommend Best Life?
It's in the name. If you want to have the best experience and really improve your life, I mean, ultimately, you work to live. You don't live to work. And or is it the opposite way? It's the opposite way, isn't it?
No.
Ultimately, what it comes down to is just making sure that you have that work-life balance. And if you want to experience that, it's going to be some hard work, but ultimately there's huge payoffs. So,
what was one unexpected benefit you experienced from having Best Life in your corner?
An unexpected benefit. I think that I'm pretty good at sales, but ultimately what it comes down to is that I have got basically another full-time salesperson that's passive, that's doing a lot of this stuff for me as well. It's been a huge, lift off my shoulders as well. So that was a pretty big surprise for me. Yeah, absolutely.
What was your biggest takeaway from our on-site visit to your operation?
Yeah, so that was great. I think the biggest takeaway what that I had was just how inefficiently we were running things. You guys came in and within a day, you just had some really high-level top 3 things of like, all right, Ryan, you can get a warehouse, you can do this, and I was like, wow, and I think at the time I was pretty nervous about doing it, but you guys made me feel comfortable that this was the next step for our business. And since we've taken the leap, I mean, it's just been so great. It's been really great.
What about your time here for this on-site visit? So coming to see the Jumptastic operation and hang out with our team at Best Life for a few days.
Yeah, it's been great. Again, we've gotten into some really high level stuff, and we've gotten into some nuts and bolts. I think what I've learned from this on-site visit here is just the fact that, again, we have much more to learn. We've got much more things to advance on, but just the fact that we have a supportive team makes me so much more confident to do what I'm doing. So,
what would you say to somebody that's considering working with Best Life, whether it be something as simple as a new website build or going all the way with the platinum level membership?
Do it yesterday. Okay, if you think about it this way, there's obviously a monetary value associated with what they're doing here. Great, that's fine. But you gotta also understand what types of levels you're gonna be as a person as well. I mean, the amount of time that I've been able to kind of incur additionally outside of my business to get back to what I want to do is what I'm really looking forward to. That's something that Best Life's going to be able to do for a lot of people. So if you're on the fence, get off the fence and call them up today and get signed up. It should be a no-brainer for sure.
So with that, what have you been able to accomplish that you wouldn't have?
I think the goal setting that I've always been really, really good at is being matched with what I'm able to accomplish with my business and Best Life. It's just one of those things where a lot of those goals and things that I would put out into the world that I'd be looking to accomplish would be very challenging on my own. Now it's like, all right, well, I have this idea. I've got 70% of it figured out, but you guys, I need the 30%. And you're like, yep, we got this. So, and it's just a support. Yeah, absolutely. You don't feel like you're just kind of, doing it on your own. So.
What about on a personal level?
Personal level, I'm still getting. I mean, this was a hard year. So I mean, me personally, I mean, we talked about this yesterday, Dustin. But it's just, it's one of those things where I'm constantly working on that. So, Best Life, for me personally, is just really looking forward to future Ryan. I mean, it's a process. It's learning constantly, but it's something that I really enjoy. So.
And do you believe that the investment that you put into this, the value that you've gotten back, far supersedes what you put into it as far as the monetary value?
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. I know it sounds cliche, but there's like I said, there's the monetary value, but there's also the work value, and what comes back to you is a direct representation of what you put into it. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's a no-brainer. If you're not doing it, get ready to get past, I guess. So.
What are you looking forward to in the next year?
What am I looking forward to next year? Getting things more systemized, getting the right people on our team, training them correctly to be, as passionate in different ways about what we do here. Because I have a specific way that I look at the business. I'm sure other people are going to look at it in different ways. I think it's going to be really fun kind of putting that team together and really bouncing off each other and really understanding what they like to do too.